Will one of you finally give me what I desire? Yes. We will.
Harry. We are not Harry. We are.
It seems like the Venom game by Insomniac is still happening. Now, if you don't remember, about, I want to say 2 years ago, I think it was 2023, Insomniac Games suffered a massive ransomware attack where a bunch of their upcoming titles essentially were leaked and everyone could see, the games that Insomniac were working on. There was a timeline of games, and everything, but one of the games that were listed in the leak was a standalone Venom game, and I think it was actually scheduled to release this year. Now, there has been no confirmation from Insomniac Games themselves that a Venom game is happening, but it seems like now that we have some more information pertaining to the Venom game itself. Now, there is an article that I want to go over and read, and after that, I just want to give my thoughts and opinions on, this new information on the Venom game. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so the Game Rant article reads as so. Rumor new Venom PS5 game details leak. A recent report has outlined some fresh information surrounding Insomniac's long-rumored Venom PS5 game, including its story and release window. Should these details hold true, Insomniac Games fans looking forward to the Venom spin-off may have to wait a while longer. The existence of a standalone Venom game was first alluded to with a fully playable section as the character in 2023 Spider-Man 2, and properly uncovered in the massive Insomniac cyber attack in late 2023. As per the leaks, the Venom game would serve as a AA size bridge between Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3, much like the role Spider-Man Miles Morales played between the first two games. Further lending credence to the Venom game's development was late actor Tony Todd, who voiced the character in Spider-Man 2, stating that the vast majority of his lines weren't used in the game. Insomniac's Venom spin-off game might end up launching in 2027. There was a 2025 release window associated with the Venom game in the leaks too, but with the year set too close out in just over 3 months and half months from now, it seems almost certain that Insomniac delayed the project. Some fans were fearful of Venom potentially being cancelled too. Thankfully, some new details from MP1ST claim that Venom is in active development at Insomniac, albeit with no indication of where the game precisely lies on the timetable. MP1ST notes that Insomniac could be prioritizing Wolverine, reportedly 2026 bound, in which case the Venom game's release window would more realistically fall around 2027. Moreover, MP1ST alleges that Venom's protagonist will be Eddie Brock, the original host of the symbiote in the comics. This implies Insomniac will stick closer to the source material for the Venom game. Though with Eddie Brock yet to be formally introduced in the Spider-Man universe, it should be interesting to see how the studio handles that. It's also been claimed that Eddie Brock's appearance in the Venom game will mirror the comics more accurately. Short, blonde hair, possibly bearded, squat jawline, properly muscular, than Tom Hardy's and Topher Grace's live-action renditions. Characters rumored to show up in the Venom PS5 game. Lastly, Cletus Cassidy's Carnage, who was teased in a Spider-Man 2 side quest, will star in Venom, likely as the main villain. What's more interesting, though, is that Anti-Venom is rumored to make an appearance in the Venom game as well. However, unlike the Spider-Man 2 version of Anti-Venom, which is essentially just a white and black symbiote suit with special abilities for Peter, the one in the Venom game will reportedly be the more monstrous-looking, comic-accurate iteration. Eddie Brock will eventually wield and maintain total control over Anti-Venom and Venom's story. As with all rumors, fans should take the above information with a grain of salt, especially story details that can change over the course of the game's development. However, it would be great to see Eddie Brock finally debut in the Insomniac Spider-Man universe, as the character's dynamic with Peter is excellent in the comics and can flourish in several different directions. Insomniac's take on Carnage is one that fans have been anticipating as well. So the Venom game is well positioned to fulfill lingering expectations while building up to Spider-Man 3. Okay, so reading all of that, I am, I don't want to say surprised that we're still getting a Venom game. Before, all this was, revealed, or not revealed, but before all this information was, revealed like 2 days ago or something like that. I had thought that, maybe Insomniac had moved on and they weren't gonna do the Venom game just because the game was leaked and like it wasn't gonna be a surprise anymore, and people already knew that the Venom game was happening. So maybe that just like changed things and they decided to cancel the game altogether. That was kind of my thought process, maybe a little bit, but it seems like they are still making the Venom game. Now, I am really interested to see, they're saying that this Venom game is going to come out after the Wolverine game. And so, yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how this game is just like, so it seems like, yes, it is going to be a more, Miles Morales, very like short, I guess double A experience and everything. And that sounds pretty cool. The fact that we're also could potentially be getting Eddie Brock, it would be pretty cool. Obviously, in Spider-Man 2, Venom, or the host of Venom, was not Eddie Brock. It was, Harry Osborn. And I thought that take on the Venom character was interesting in itself, even though it wasn't my, I guess, favorite interpretation of Venom. I thought it was still a interesting take in itself. But a lot of the fans, when it comes to Venom, we know Venom, is a thing that is always associated with the character of Eddie Brock. And so it would be pretty cool, because we never seen, I think maybe other than like a Easter egg that they had in the first Spider-Man game, we've never seen Eddie Brock in the Insomniac Spider-Man universe. And so it would be interesting to see how they tackle a character like that. Will Eddie Brock, after the standalone Venom game, will he show up in Spider-Man 3 as like a side quest or like a thing that pops up in Spider-Man 3? I don't know. When it comes to the Carnage and the Cletus Cassidy, character and everything, obviously that was a side quest in Spider-Man 2, but we thought that maybe that character and Carnage would be a thing that they pick up at Spider-Man 3, or that would be like a side quest that you would do in Spider-Man 3 regarding Cletus Cassidy and the Carnage character and everything. But it seems like they're going to save Carnage specifically for the Venom game, maybe. So that would be pretty cool as well. Yeah, I'm just really interested to see how because obviously we played a little bit of Venom in Spider-Man 2, and that was in itself like an awesome experience. Just the little bit of like gameplay that we got from Venom in that game, I thought was so cool. So it would be really interesting and cool to see how they expand on that gameplay, and like will it be like, I'm assuming that it's going to be based in New York City, or if it's gonna take place somewhere else. I don't know. In terms of like the traversal, are they gonna have Venom swinging around the city and stuff like that, and like and everything. And so it's gonna be interesting to see how they tackle this Venom game. I'm definitely excited for it. And the fact that it's coming out in 2027, it's gonna be a long wait, but obviously we have Wolverine. That's going to be a game that's assumedly coming out next year, and so we're gonna have that game to tie us over. And then I guess in 2027 we will be getting a Venom tie-in game. And so yeah, that's really all I wanted to talk about in this video. In the comments down below, leave your thoughts and opinions on this new information that we got from Venom. Are you excited for a standalone Venom game? Are you interested in, you know, Eddie Brock being the main character, you know, that will be tied to this Venom game? Leave all your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. And yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, and I will see you guys on the next one. So yeah, bye.